The compelling testimony of Ruby Freeman and Shaye Moss in their defamation lawsuit against Rudy Giuliani led a staggering $148 million settlement and offered potential lessons for Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis as she prepares to take her complex case trial. Freeman and Moss, who will also serve as star witnesses in the Georgia trial, are in Washington, D.C. They $100 million won more than they requested, as the jury found that they were not only defamed by Giuliani, but also suffered serious emotional harm after blaming Giuliani. They are accused of election against former President Trump. It was largely undisputed that Giuliani had slandered two black women, but the pair's testimony, detailing how their lives were disrupted by an onslaught of horrific threats stemming from their baseless allegations, clearly had a huge impact on jury. The Georgia case is complex and focuses on alleged efforts by Trump, Giuliani and others to subvert the election process. Freeman and Moss' successes in Washington could be a roadmap of sorts for Willis, who is trying to establish a human connection with jurors and show that real people in his district were harmed by attempts to overturn an election. They are key witnesses who expressed a willingness to do anything to secure power and spoke in a way that victimized the average ordinary citizens of Fulton County who were also jurors, Anthony Michael Kreis said. Freeman and Moss were forced into national spotlight after their names became synonymous with false claims of election widely spread by Trump and his allies in the wake of 2020 election. Giuliani claimed in a December 2020 tweet that video footage existed showing mother-daughter duo pulling suitcases full of ballots from under table at Atlanta's State Farm Arena after they were ordered to leave room where votes were being counted. This was beginning of ongoing conspiracy theories about women. Trump then used the accusations against Freeman try to persuade Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger investigate alleged election in the state. In August, Trump and 18 others were indicted in Fulton County on charges that they belonged to a criminal organization determined to keep Trump in power, no matter the cost. His alleged efforts included falsely accusing women of election crimes against Georgia lawmakers and officials as part of a pressure campaign aimed at changing the election outcome. The 98-page indictment also accuses three lesser-known Trump allies of trying to influence Freeman's statements about what happened in the arena. Freeman and Moss are expected to be two of about 200 witnesses in the state, including former Trump administration and Georgia elected officials. But despite all the big names and backgrounds, the testimony of election workers will likely stand out. They are two ordinary people doing their jobs who were suddenly plucked from virtual obscurity and thrust into the public spotlight by Rudy Giuliani, said Kay Lev.